Good afternoon, everybody. About to start interview number two today as the season's winding down. Found out actually the state tournament starts on Wednesday, so something that came up the last interview. So good luck to all the teams getting ready for state. Shore Conference tournament final is Tuesday. I know they're still trying to schedule the Monmouth County final, and Ocean County final was finished last week. So interview number two today from actually Ocean County, Toms River South, Junior Kassidy Colangelo. Kassidy, thank you for taking time out today and joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So Toms River South, they're in Class A South, a very a lot of rivalries in that division, between the Toms River schools, Jackson, I know Southern and Central for softball are in those divisions. How do you think your season's going so far?
I think it's going pretty good. I mean, our record doesn't really show that, but I know from being at practice every day and being with the girls every day how hard we work and how hard we want the wins. Just not every ball falls where we want it to, but we keep going. And
It seems like you a young team, only a
yes,
couple seniors. So all the playing time that the sophomores are getting and a couple freshmen, you think that's going to pay off for next season?
100%. And we only have a few seniors. I was actually just talking about this with my coach the other day. We have a lot of younger classmen that got a lot of playing time this year. I know when I was a freshman that we had a lot of seniors, so not a lot of younger classmen got to play as much. So I think next year's will be a good thing for us.
Okay, yeah, public schools, you always see those dips for every sport. It seems
Right.
like go on a run. You said when you were a freshman, not a lot of underclassmen got a lot of playing time because it was senior heavy, and
Mhm.
so you started getting your playing time sophomore and this season, so it should start paying off, next season. And then I see a lot of sophomores
Yes.
getting some teams, so that really should pay off next season. What was, before the season started, what was the message coach laid out to the team?
We lost a lot of seniors the year before, so we know we were losing that. But we also had a lot of returning starters. So he just said, keep working hard. The season's as good as we're gonna make it. A lot of winnable games, a lot of games we can be close in. So just work hard every day. If you can walk off the field every day saying you did everything you could, then he was proud.
Okay. So big question I like to ask juniors. What was something you really wanted to improve on going into this season?
Definitely my hitting. Hardest part of the game. Not that sophomore year was bad at all, but always room for improvement. I don't know. I just bring that batting average up. I mean, in the 300s isn't bad, but always go up.
And Class A South, they got some pretty good pitchers in
Yes.
Class A South. So you're facing some pretty good pitching. You got Beth at Central, and
Very
Emily's been
good.
pitching pretty good at Southern. Jackson had, I know their pitcher from the beginning of the season got injured, but she was pitching pretty good. And Brick
Yeah.
Memorial has a really good freshman pitcher. So you're seeing some really good pitching this season. So,
Yes.
I would say batting in the 300s, it's pretty good in the division you're in.
Right.
Now, how old were you when you first started playing softball?
I was 4 years old.
Or so T-ball? Did you play T-ball or was it
T-ball.
actual?
Yes. The T-ball.
How about when did you start playing travel softball?
Um, Before sixth grade,
Okay.
maybe fourth or fifth grade. I want to say.
That's still, I think that's pretty young for softball and
Yeah,
baseball.
very
Uh,
young.
okay. What other sports do you play?
I played basketball and field hockey.
Did you do anything else when you were younger? Did you ever play soccer when you were younger, or was it just pretty much?
No, I did gymnastics, but I wasn't very good at it.
Now, when did you start playing field hockey?
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
field hockey. Yeah, I know nothing about field hockey, whether they even have club teams or not for field
Yeah, they
hockey.
they do, but I just play for school.
Just for the school. One of those multi-sport athletes that I think every student should be a multi-sport athlete.
Agreed.
What is it about softball that is, that was the sport that you really fell in love with and that you seem to be, you focused on?
I think I kind of just copied my sister, honestly. My sister plays softball, basketball, and field hockey, so I kind of just followed in her footsteps. And now she plays in college. I want to play in college, so kind of just follow.
You just gave me the same answer that Julia gave me earlier on, saying she followed her sister, but her sister ended up quitting. Her sister ended up quitting, and she kept on playing.
Yeah, I copy her with everything. So
How old is your sister?
she's 18
Yeah, so she's not that much older. Where is she
or
playing?
19. She just turned
Nine.
19 in May. Yeah.
Where is she play?
East Stroudsburg,
East Stroudsburg.
Pennsylvania.
Okay. Okay. Do you two have a really close relationship?
Yes, we're
Like,
very close.
so
Very
like
close.
if you think you had a bad game or something, you could give her a call or
100%. Everyone's always there for me, so it's good.
that's great. Were you two very competitive when you were younger?
Yes, very competitive with everything. It can be a card game, and we're all at it.
That sounds like my two nieces. One
Yes.
one plays sports, one just does dance, but they are competitive in sports and everything.
Yeah, racing to get the front seat. I mean,
Okay.
everything.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay. What have your parents and your family have meant to you, in your development and how they helped you along the way?
My parents have always been there from the start. Good game, great game, bad practice. Always there for me. And not just with sports, they're there for me with school. They make sure I stay on top of everything. They don't let me slack ever. So I know I can always go to them when I need anything. And they'll be honest with me. Like, yeah, you had a bad game. Like they'll be honest. They'll let me know. But yeah.
I mean, that's good because, I've seen it where parents think their kids have great games and I'll be watching them asking, wondering what they're watching. And, and then you got parents that are, really hard
Yeah.
on kids when they could be playing really great. So, having a family that, could tell you when you did something wrong, but are also there supporting you, for your achievements
Right.
is very good.
And even when I have a great game, my dad's always like, "Oh, well, you could have done this."
There's always something you could do
Right,
better.
always something to improve on. So,
There was an Instagram video about a year ago I saw about how parents could approach, especially teenagers, if they know the kid had a bad game and the kid, because sometimes, you get very defensive when you
yes.
and when you had a bad game, you just don't want to hear it. And the way the coach said is how to phrase it was just ask your kid, first ask, what do you think you did good in the game? And then ask, well, what do you think you could improve on instead of
Right.
just going right to, hey, you dropped three fly balls. What happens?
Right, right.
So what position do you play?
I played shortstop last year. I played shortstop in the beginning of this year, and then I moved to third base,
The hot corner.
the hot corner.
I played third base very shortly in the men's softball league. The ball came a little too fast for my liking,
Yes, very, very fast.
but
But
I also pitched and the ball came equally as fast up the middle. So,
right, right.
um, what is your favorite position?
Shortstop or outfield. I mean,
Oh,
I'm fast, so I can get there.
okay.
Yeah.
Who is your current travel team?
New Jersey Ruthless.
Ruthless. So that's over at Adventure Park, Adventure
Venture
Crossing.
Sports. Yeah.
Okay. Who's your coach?
Coach Daniela.
Okay.
I don't know how to say her last name, so
That's
I don't wanna
that's
butcher
fine.
it.
Um, how has your coach helped you improve? Your travel coach helped you improve your game?
She's great. I love her. She actually plays herself at college, so she helps us prepare and helps us with colleges, like getting in. So she's great. I love her.
How much does that help? Having somebody young like that, and even with your sister going through it with the recruitment process, because I know that could be very stressful, the
Yeah,
recruitment process. So how having your sister older than you and then this coach, how to help you along the way? How does that help you?
I like having someone younger help me because my parents, they went through it, but I feel like now it's not the
Totally
same.
different. Yeah, totally
It's so much
different.
different. So I like having someone I can, ask about it who did it recently. So it's good.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk a little more about the college at the end. Any other coaches you have you? Who do you remember who your very first coach was?
I do not. That was
Okay.
so long ago.
That was
I think my team name was the Ladybugs or something. It was like a rec team.
okay. Okay. Now, entering high school, what were some goals you set for yourself, whether academic or, athletic that you set? And it doesn't even have to be just for softball.
I knew I wanted to play softball, basketball, and field hockey all 4 years. I wanted to stick it out. I feel like it keeps me busy, keeps me keeps me in shape. Academics always been my number one priority. I try to get A's and B's, of course, like everyone
Mhm.
else. For softball, I just always wanted to be the best. I don't know. That was always a goal in mind for people to look at me and think, wow, she's good. I never go around telling people what I do in a game or how good I do. I want people to come to me. That was always my thing. So if people know I'm good, they'll come up to me. I don't have to go tell people. So I wanted that to be something I stuck to and just, work hard every day at practice, no matter what. See how far it gets me.
Now, your freshman year, obviously, your sister was on the team. I'm guessing, right?
My sister actually went to high school East.
East.
So we played
Oh,
against each other.
well, that brings up a whole different questions there. So, we'll start with that. So, how was that going up against
it
your
was so
sister?
it was so good. I mean, even basketball and field hockey where it's more of a contact sport, we'd always guard
Uh-huh.
each other. Our coaches would put us on each other. It was fun. Definitely didn't take it for granted because I know not many people get to do that.
Yeah, especially not go up against each other. That's
Yeah.
pretty fun. That had to be cool going up against them.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Okay. Who got the upper hand? Mhm.
Definitely my sister.
Okay. So, well, this will go to my question as you're going in as a freshman. It could be, nerve-wracking as a freshman. Any upperclassmen that kind of you were able to lean on, like if you nerves or if you had questions, I
Yeah.
figured you would go to your sister, but she was at another school.
No, she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a few. I had Janelle Blaska, she was our pitcher. Brooke Kane, Sam Hemhauser, and Maddie Miranda. They were all great. Very, very easy people to go and talk to about literally anything.
How exciting was it, your freshman year winning, you girls won the Ocean County tournament, which is a
Yes.
pretty cool achievement as a freshman year.
Uh,
How was that, going through that experience?
that was amazing. I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was a night game at North. I remember that. It was so we were just all so hyped. We were such a close team. So close. We always hung out together even off the field. It was crazy. We were all so hyped. It was amazing. Like Janelle got interviewed. It was so exciting. I wish I can go back, but
How that score 1-0 that game?
yeah, it's very, very close game.
Um, how did your team score the run?
I honestly do not remember, but I just know we were hype about it. However it happened, we were on the fence. It was good.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah,
21-9 that season.
yeah, great season.
Where's the Oceans? You played Southern
Yes, Southern at North.
at North Neutral Site. So you scored top of the fifth. Who scored the run? Ali Malik.
Ali Malik, yes.
And Chloe, I'm not going to butcher the last name, had the RBI. Looked like an
Delicious.
RBI double.
Oh yeah,
RBI double. Okay.
yeah.
So I'm guessing they had because after that season you went 21-9 and the team dropped just a little bit below 500.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the pitcher graduated. Yes.
Yes, we
Jan-
did. Janelle.
Janelle.
Yep.
Who's you girls like rotate pitchers this year, right? Or you have a couple?
Yeah. Our main one's Caitlin Benia.
Yes.
She recently just got hurt though, so now we have Charlotte Sapino, Allie Meyer. So we have backups, but our main one's hurt.
Okay. Now, next year, going into your senior year, what is something that you hope to leave or pass down to the underclassmen?
I just want to be a leader for them. Like the seniors were a leader for me. South is very, very big on spirit. So everything we do, it's about spirit. I just want them to know that if they ever need anything, they can always, come to me. I'll always be there for them. Just to, have fun because high school season went so fast, and everyone told me that going into high school, and I was like, yeah, whatever. But now that I'm actually in it, I'm like, oh my god, I have one season left. So just to really
How
take it in.
how big is team chemistry? How much do you think team having a good team chemistry affects, the team and the performance on the field?
I think that's like the most important thing with any sport. I think when you're more comfortable with people, you don't play as scared and you're not so worried about messing up. You're not worried about, oh, if I mess up, someone's going to get mad at me because you're all close, you're all tight, you're all friends. I think that's so, so important. And I try to bring that together as a captain on the team to keep everyone close and, just always be there for each other. So
A couple more high school questions. How big is, the Toms River rivalry? I always see in other sports, I always see the other Toms, say you're playing a non-Toms River school, I always see, East students or players or North players or even sometimes dot in the other sports dot, show up. But when you girls are playing, how big is the rivalry? And then when you're not playing each other, how close? It seems like the Toms River kids are just really close, even if you don't go to the
yeah,
same school.
the rivalry is definitely huge. I mean, especially when you're on like friends with people from East, especially. So the rivalry's huge, but then when we're off the field, it's like we don't talk softball anymore. We do other things. But like it's very, very big. I feel like when I'm playing, especially me when I'm playing against a friend, it's like I don't know. It's a lot. I don't know. I think it's more fun that way because you can play and then laugh about it later. But I don't know. I feel like it's fun having a rivalry, definitely, and more than one too. So
How competitive does it get when you're going against one of your travel teammates?
very competitive, very competitive. We play hard, but we laugh about it later. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you ready for some rapid fire questions?
Yes.
Okay. What is your favorite TV show?
Probably the summer I turned pretty.
I don't even know what that is. That is the first time I got a show that I don't know.
Yeah, the summer I turned pretty. Yeah, it's a good show.
Okay. What is it, a streaming somewhere or what
I don't know.
network?
I don't know where. Maybe Disney Plus. I don't know where you can watch it, but yeah, it's coming out with a new series when I graduate, so I'm excited.
Huh? How about your favorite movie?
Hmm. I don't know. I don't really watch TV, honestly. I'm not a big TV person, but I like my Christmas movies.
Okay.
When Christmas comes, I watch TV.
Christmas Hallmark movies?
Yes, Home
Okay.
Alone, all them.
Favorite food?
Probably steak or chicken wings.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're the second. So I've only had two people say steak in these
Really?
hundreds of interviews I did, and both of them were today.
I love steak. Steak is so
Okay.
good.
What's your favorite steak? Filet mignon or
Filet mignon or sirloin.
sirloin? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your go-to song to get you pumped up or focused for a big game?
I love Bruno Mars, the artist Bruno
Okay.
Mars. He's not very like a hype singer, but he
No.
gets me hype.
Yeah, yeah, a couple. He can get you going.
Yeah.
Finally, an artist that I actually know. Um, what's your favorite school subject?
um Probably I like chemistry.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Very
Some,
interesting.
something you enjoy to do in your free time other than softball.
I like to go out with my friends, spend time with family, play with my dogs. You know, I'm a people person, so I like to go out and do things.
Okay. Last question. When your playing career is over, do you still want to be involved with sports or
Yes,
softball, coaching or training or working with?
100%. I love little kids. So if Coach Malik, my coach for travel, were to ever call me back to the school and being like, "Hey, you want to help?" I would 100% do it within a heartbeat. You know,
Okay,
yeah.
that's good. All right, so, you're looking at colleges, you're starting to look at colleges. What is something that attracts you to a school, like when you're that you could say, hey, I think I could spend my next 4 years or 5 years or whatever it is these days.
I like a bigger environment. I don't really want to go to a small school. I don't want to go that far either. Maybe like 4 hours is probably my limit. Um, just a big school, good environment, you know. Um, yeah, it's really it. I don't really have many things I look for, but
Okay.
not too small of a school. Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to study?
I want to be a nurse.
A nurse. Okay. There's a lot of good nursing schools in New
Yes.
Jersey too. So,
Right.
and nurses do good. Okay.
Yeah.
Any particular in a hospital or any particular? I know you could study like pediatrician type stuff or.
Yeah. I've been looking either in the ER or I have recently been looking at labor and delivery nursing. I feel like that
Okay.
would be, I've been leaning more towards that. So I think that might be where I go. Or ER, because, I like to always be moving and running around. So,
My sister works in the ER. I'm 37.
oh, wow.
She does psych screenings in the
Wow.
ER. Yes, that's I get some interesting stories.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
She's not it's not her full-time job. She just does that once in a while when they need help.
Yeah.
But psychology is her what she graduated. But yeah,
Wow.
some interesting stuff goes on in Tom's River. It's just
Yes.
as you probably know.
100%. I don't doubt it.
My last question. Um, what advice would you give your younger self?
To just relax and just have fun. I'm probably the hardest on myself than anyone is. I get so in my head about everything and I just need to learn to relax and just enjoy it. I only have 4 years at this school and next year's my last year and I wish I just would have relaxed more and just had more fun with it and not been so serious. Wish I
Yeah,
could go do that.
the time flies. It's
Yes.
flying. I can't. When I first started doing these interviews, they're graduating college this spring. They started when I first started doing these interviews, and I feel like it was yesterday.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Everyone tells you high school goes fast, enjoy it, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever, yeah. Brush it off your shoulder, and then you get there and you're like, oh.
Yep, I wish I could go back. I wish
Yep,
I could go back. College was fun too. I went to Brookdale, but I had fun. So
I'm excited.
so all right. Well, Cassie, I appreciate you taking time out this
Thank you
year,
for having me.
today, and good luck. The states. I'm sure. I don't know how the PowerPoint system goes, but
Yeah.
I'm sure. Actually, I could see. I think they said tomorrow is the cutoff, but not much changes. Are you girls group 3 or 4? I think 3, right? Group 3.
I'm not sure, but I know some teams wait till last
I
minute to put everything in, so everything could
think
change.
change. Yes, that happened during basketball, and it
Yes.
made a couple teams a little perturbed.
Yes.
So right now you're the 15 seed, and
Right.
you would travel to Ocean City. That's a hike. That's a little
Yeah.
bit of a hike. So
Definitely a hike.
do they play where the boardwalk's in the background, or is that just the football field out? Do you know even know?
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever been there for
They
a game.
play. There's always a big football tournament down there the first week of the season. Like a lot of the country, East Coast best teams,
Hmm.
and you see the photos of the boardwalk in the background of the football field. It's pretty cool. So right now you would be seated against Ocean City if everything stays correct.
Wow.
So
All right.
so well, I wish you luck and
Thank you.
and good luck your senior year and all the sports.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you everybody for joining me today, and good luck to everybody come state playoff this week.